Welcome to the Geometric Trading course, Neophyte Level 0. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Ross Beck, and I've been trading the financial markets personally and professionally for over 15 years. I've been licensed to trade futures, equities, options, and single stock futures in both the United States and Canada, at my own firm and for other firms, including MF Global. In 2007, I was ranked the #1 stock index trader by Barclays Trading Group based on Sharpe ratio. And recently, the Canadian Securities Institute awarded me their highest achievement, the FCSI designation, or Fellow of the Canadian Securities Institute. I am a member of the Market Technicians Association and author of the best-selling book, The Gartley Trading Method: New Techniques to Profit from the Market's Most Powerful Formation. So let's get started by looking at what we are going to cover in Level 0. The Geometric Trading course, Neophyte Level 0, will cover the following important topics. Number 1, the key to trading education, or the key to trading education. This is probably the most important point made in this course. It applies not just to trading, but to other aspects of your life as well. Number 2, your edge. What is it? To make money trading, you have to have an edge over the general public. What is your edge? Do you have one? If you don't, that's okay. I have one you can use. I don't mind sharing this edge with you because most of you won't want to use it. Why? Because it's not easy to use. And a lot of us are kind of lazy in regard to many aspects of our life, and that includes trading as well. Point number 3, the only tools you will ever need. It's nice to have a toolbox full of tools for trading, but if you had to choose 2 tools out of your toolbox, what would they be? In technical analysis, there are many tools, but which ones work the best? I'll show you the 2 best tools in the technical trader's toolbox. Number 4, the ultimate trading pattern. There are so many different patterns that people look for when trading. Triangles, head and shoulders, Elliott wave, butterflies, the list goes on and on. Is there one pattern that works better than all the others? Absolutely. Number 5, how to stop getting stopped out. Have you ever been right about the direction of a trade, but were stopped out first before the market did what you expected? I call this ED, or entry dysfunction. This section will discuss a technique that will reduce the chance of this ailment from affecting your trading. And number 6, an easy way to reduce risk. Most professional traders will tell you that risk management is the holy grail of trading. We're going to consider a simple technique in this section that you can start using on your very next trade. So let's get into our first topic, the key to trading education. To be a professional trader, one has to learn how to do it. Where do we find information on the subject? Should we go on Amazon and order every single book on technical analysis? Well, if you did that, I just did a search recently, and there's almost 20,000 books. So what's up with that? Should we order them all, or it would probably take you the rest of your life if it included all those ones, plus all the new ones being published? What we're going to do is compare the typical way a student learns how to trade and compare that typical way with the real path to learning to be a professional trader. The primary source of information for individuals wanting to learn how to trade is via the internet. Search for how to trade, trading education, trading systems on the different search engines, and you'll find there's hundreds of thousands of results. So the new trader will start reading up on all the different free resources on the internet. Along the way, they're deluged with ads for paid education. Typically, the paid education offers that are viewed by the new trader, these are really driven by the internet marketing budget of these companies. After learning the basics of trading from the free articles available, the student is now eager to get his feet wet and wants to try the real thing. At this point, he or she feels it's time to commit to a paid course. The individual opens a trading account, then follows the rules set by the educator. Everything is fine when the trades followed are making money. The perception is that the educator offers great value for the money. The method is obviously working, and then something happens. Not just one bad trade, but a series of them in a row. At this point, the new trader concludes that the trading method has failed, and that it no longer works, and that they've been ripped off. Now what? They know other people have been making money trading, so there's got to be a better educator out there that will teach them. So back to the internet they go, choose an educator, follow the rules, eventually they lose, then they quit, rinse, and repeat. Can you see the vicious cycle that's developing? Maybe you're in that cycle right now. Do you want to break free? If so, then we need to follow some advice found at the Temple of Apollo at Delphi in Greece. Do you know what this says in Greek? This is the key to trading education. All great traders have this one thing in common. They know the key to trading education. To be a great trader, there is one thing that you must know before anything else. At the forecourt of the Temple of Apollo at Delphi, there's an inscription that says, "Know thyself." Many of us might know a lot of people. Maybe we know thousands of people or have thousands of friends on our Facebook. Yet at the same time, we might not know ourselves. Why wouldn't we know ourselves? Perhaps we don't really like ourselves. We might be very critical of ourselves, always striving for perfection. Or maybe we're a little lazy. We don't like working and we're looking for an easy way to make money. At this point, it really doesn't matter. What the most important thing that you have to do is be honest with yourself. That's what really matters right now. An important part of knowing yourself is to be honest with yourself. And this may require some humility. We have to admit our weaknesses, but don't forget what your strengths are either. You will need all the tools at your disposal when you trade, so it's imperative to know what your strengths are. If you are serious about trading, keep a trading journal. Once we're honest with our own behavior, then we are in a better position to start forecasting the behavior of other people. And what we're really interested in here is gauging the behavior of the trading public. And we can only do that by knowing ourselves. So let's look at a new flowchart that involves this point that we've learned about knowing ourselves. This new flowchart starts at the top with two sources of information to point us in the right direction. We're not just taking information from the internet, but more importantly, we're now asking other traders their opinion on where we should be educating ourselves. We're not just learning from the internet, but we're also, more importantly, learning from other traders. Talk to other traders. Rather than blindly purchasing that course on an impulse at a seminar, ask others that have bought the same course. Get their opinion. Find out from them. Notice also that the internet marketing budget of the education company is no longer a factor in this flowchart. And some of the most intelligent people that I've ever met that teach and trade are usually low-profile individuals that are not so concerned about making a dollar selling trading education. And that's okay. After a method is purchased from a vendor and the method has been followed with enough time to actually see if it works, then the new trader will know whether the method suits their personality. If the new trader knows thyself, they will know if the system suits them. Sometimes, even though the method being followed gives the new trader a profitable return, he or she may still know enough about themselves to reject the trading method because it doesn't suit their personality. I'll repeat that. Sometimes, even though the method being followed gives the new trader a profitable return, he or she may still know enough about themselves to reject the trading method because it doesn't suit their personality. Do you see the difference here? It's not about money, it's about whether or not it suits your personality. If the trading method seems suitable to the new trader, it's at this point that he continues to understand and practice the core principles of the trading method. As the novice becomes more advanced, the method remains at the core with other peripheral filters added along with the trader's own personal tweaking of the system or method. At this point, the individual becomes a consistent, disciplined professional that has a method that is as unique as their personality. Becoming a successful trader is not as easy as some educators make it sound. In fact, in the preface of my book, The Gartley Trading Method, I give this dire warning in advance, and it's worth repeating at the beginning of this course. I will not make the occupation of trading look glamorous and a surefire way to get rich. It can be one of the most brutal and nauseating occupations of all time. There, I said it. Are you still there? Good. Okay, then let's move on to our next subject. Your edge. What is it?